Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Meta Valorant 2021 semi-finals, proudly presented by Optus and Torrens University, Australia. This is the second map. It is going to be on split between De La Salle College Recipe Heights against St. John's Park High School. Two schools making out all the way to semi-finals. It's not easy every 10 weeks, and they are here to compete. Now, obviously, the first one was De La Salle's victory, 13-9 over St. John's Park High School. At one stage, it looked like it was a reverse. But unfortunately, De La Salle did manage to claw back the final round away from St. John's Park High School. And now we're going to be playing Split. Has, what do you think after that first map performance?
I mean, it was just really solid stuff from the guys over in De La Salle. Dropping the first two rounds, they only gave up one on the remaining rounds in the second half. And I mean, realistically, they probably could have won that one 13-5 the way they were going. Gave up a few rounds at the end, but looking fairly solid. I mean, there was good things there for St. John's. They're definitely not out of this by any stretch of the imagination. So coming into split here, and again, it's just about these opening rounds and trying to get the advantage. And they did do that on both times. They won both pistols and still lost 13-9, and they were down 13-5 at one stage. So got to fix a few things during the gun rounds, but apart from that, there's definitely a lot of opportunity for them to get back into this one. Also, having a look at those stats from the last map, the first bloods were very interesting. So 14-9 the way of the guys over on De La Salle. So they were getting, in most of those gun rounds, especially after the start, those opening picks. And when you get those opening picks, it always just makes things a hell of a lot easier when you're trying to push into a side or even defending for that. Well, for that matter, as both teams picking their sides now, looking like it's going to be just the one attacker. Looks like a raise here on the split side on our St. John's boys, and then on the De La Salle side, it's it's also two attacking ones there, a Rainer and a Jet. But yeah, so this is this could be it. No mistakes here for St. John's. They cannot drop this map. They want to go or take us all the way to a third one. This is a must win. I mean, you put the numbers together, and I have done a bit of calculation, and if they lose this map, they go down 2-0, and unfortunately, you just can't win from there. It's very unfortunate, but that's just how it is.
Yeah, definitely is. So, all eyes on the side of attack. Now, St. John's, they're going to start with the attack. They're going to have the early raise up. Hina and looking to get a little bit of backup from Bingsu once again, looking to perform and Chopper Steve as a backup healing to provide the utility. Now, they have opted to stay with Cypher, so Cypher is going to get them all the information they need once they do go for the holding switch. But the all eyes is pretty much back on Howie here, because Howie is back on Viper, and now we all know Howie is amazing on his Viper, right? That was his original main, and now looking to get back into a Viper has had adjustments. If you haven't played Valorant in the latest how many months or season, it is actually a lot better than before, a lot more useful, and getting into it, this is going to be the 5-man stack into this mid.
And Labs up in towards 7 here. The wall's been broken down. Basically, they had to give up everything here, and probably a good idea in the end as this break on towards the site here begins on B. Wally. Riaz, it trades back and forth, but Hina and Bingzu going to push forward the advantage. 3-on-2. Bomb will go down. And as we speak of it, there is Howie making his way up towards heaven now. Does still have that Viper bomb here, so still a chance into this one, as long as he gets a peek here. Bingzu's quite low. A couple of shots through the box, doesn't quite connect. Smoke down towards 7 meters. They have to jump there. They're not waiting for Hina, who's just up above. Howie gets one. Still an opportunity. The blind, though, is very nice there from the side of Kulgu. We'll pick him up. Bingzu gets his second, and they get the first of the round again. So, they get the good start. I'll try to convert the second one here. St. John's, but now it's the aftermath. It's the gun rounds that have been the problem for them on that first map. If they can rectify a few issues here on Split, and we'll go a long way to moving us on to that third and final map in the series.
Yeah, look, it's a really good beginning on the side of St. John's Park. And right now, if you have Hina, you do have that raise, you get the early kills, you get the early dab zone, you get the early ult. It is a lot of threat onto the defense side. And looking at this, the defenders are all they're trying to go for a hard predict, and they're just investing everything there. Meanwhile, this is all going to be in this mid. So it's an open B. for the planting on the attacker side, and the rest of De La Salle has to come back and retake with their pistols. So, that's not a good feeling.
The gamble stack doesn't pay off, and I actually think I'm not entirely sure if that was working or not, but I think Howie's Viper Wall smoke actually had a gap in it back towards mid. Yeah, so that was basically just able to wander on through St. John's. Bingsu spots them coming out from heaven, doesn't land any shots early, and well, this could actually get a bit dicey because the pistols altogether can do a bit of work. I say that Bingsu, Cool Goo, and Oppo, yeah, they're pretty much done with that one. It's just Wolsey left in the 1v4, and yeah, not much he can do in that situation. You know, you get that first kill in the fight, and you think, oh, hang on, bunch of pistols together. Stranger things have happened, but 2-0 again. They've got this start now. This is where it really needs to just go through. It's a bonus round here. They just want to be doing damage, even if not winning the round. Both times they've been here, they have not got a single kill on this bonus round stage. So that's what they're going to be trying to do here. And if they can try and gain mid-control ascendancy, maybe even just a straight even B push here. I mean, they've put 2 now, so I think it's going to be a Riaz and also Labs both towards mid and towards that B side. So they want to really make sure that they do not give up anything here towards mid.
Oh, but not like that. Bingsu jumps out first. Oh, clever use of Dismissy, but it's only going to buy him a little bit of time. Chopper C with a nice double. Cleans up Labs and Riaz, and at the same time, this is going to make it into 3v3. And the Spike, it looks like he's going to slowly go into A. I'm not sure if they're going to try to sell this as a fake as well, but no, it looks like they are going to go for a hard commit. Wally is going to probably be the first one to hear it. And the rest of his team, they are still struggling out about B, trying to see where the situation is going to be at. Meanwhile, the rest of St. John's, okay, they've slowly made their way into A. Nothing has been done just yet. Howie is still quite far off from B, possibly looking to go for the timing. They are just waiting to give, get the timer down to about 20 seconds each and then go for a hard push. They have already marked the 2 possible spots. Wally staring at Ramsey, hasn't spotted anything just yet, but soon he will hear everything.
He's heard absolutely all of this now.
30 seconds left.
And he's telling all of his teammates, oh, guys, they're on towards the site. He sees them going toward them. Wally, an opportunity here for some kills. He's going to wait for the rest of his team to join in. A peek out there from Hina. Wasn't ready for Wally to be so close, but let's stick with the trade. 2v2. This is much better here from St. John's. Now they have the opportunity to try and win this bonus round out. Howie spots out the camera. Both of these players sitting in here towards the short side, but Howie is up to the task. And his Viper pick is out. And so are the kills. That is 3 for him. And 2-0 becomes 2-1 as Howie's just, yep, okay, a couple of... Well, we'll let this one go a bit. Maybe once Mazong's looking like they're going to get there just in time for the bomb. Yeah. Howie's he's just giving the viewers something to have a laugh about, you know.
Yeah, but
yeah, 2-1. I mean, solid bonus round there in the end from St. John's. They got some kills that time, so that's what they were after. Gun round. This is where things really need to stay. If they can get just a couple of these and just get some, you know, just something rolling, that's what they'll be after. And De La Salle just wanted to replicate what happened on the first map.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. 2-1. They finally get the guns up. They are going to get this, and this is looking to be a more standard execution into this B. They're going to take a little bit of info into this mid and slowly struggle for the B, but not like that. Cool Poo is going to get taken down early, but it's going to be traded. Bingsu is going to take out Mazong in the back. So it's interesting because the rest of St. John's, they have to try to commit something into this mid. They can't really go forward just in case of a pincer attack. At the same time, the spike and everything is going to be delivered into this long B push. And Howie, having that Viper is everything that they really potentially need. And look at that, he can just push him away by himself. As soon as they drop any utility, he's just going to be like, alright, poison orb right here. You can't do anything, go back. And now Howard's gonna see nothing, and the rest is pretty much gonna be rotating into this A. Oh, wait a second though. Chopper Steve investing into a big ultimate right here. He's gonna get Cuckoo back, which means that this is their meat for the control, and they're gonna take it.
Oh.
Hey, here we go. One race ultimate. All you need to hear. The execution
30
is coming to
seconds
be.
And Hina, the shot in there towards Labs. Howie is good for one, but that is it. Bingzu with the trade immediately. Now Wally
Spike
and
planted.
Riaz left in the 2v4 situation. An opportunity to get back into this round maybe, but it's going to be very difficult. Riaz still has plenty of utility, as does Wally, so wouldn't count them out just yet. Blind going out in the smoke. We'll be able to clear out pretty much all of B main, so they've got an opportunity there to just sort of focus on the side for the time being. Camera goes down as well, so the slow orb and the push out the blind as well. Riaz trying to get something done, but they need to push in. They're not giving them anything here at St. John's.
Player standing.
Blind, Wally. The unfortunate timing of bringing out utility just as a swing comes. Bo finishes off Riaz and a 3-1 start, and they convert. A gun round. Do St. John's. They're looking very solid here so far on this split map, and yeah, well, that's exactly what they were after. They get the trades, and that revive in towards mid pays off big time. You know, it's that long since he'd perished at that point. It would have been about 40 seconds, and we sort of just sitting there going, well, 4v4, it's going to be interesting back in the side. And, oh, no, hang on. Sage revive, why not?
Yeah. When that Sage revive and race ultimate get used, so never mind. Hina's gonna take out my zone. That's gonna be an early A. That's gonna be just too easy. Foley though, on top of that big judge, probably jumps down for it, execute. There is one target in front of him. He hasn't seen.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I was waiting for that. Wally was just sitting there. He'd heard the teleport. There's just like, oh, who's gonna blink first, and does get the kill, but it's about all they're going to get. Riaz now left in a 1v4 situation. Hina taking down Labs, and well, maybe a couple of headshots. The blind is not going to help things out too much. Bingzu finishes them off, and well, Bingzu only 9 kills on that first map. He is well, he's almost there, and we're only 5 rounds in. He's got 8, so coming alive here for St. John's, and a 4-1 start. This is exactly what they were after. Get the momentum. And if they can continue on their way here, be looking very nice. By coming back in now from De La Salle. Mazong, only with the pistol one there. Full armor, so... Oh, no, there we go. I was going to say they had 3k. I was thinking, you're going to buy a gun? Don't want to do what Riaz did with no body armor. The other round is how he completely takes control of middle there. And Riaz, does huge damage, 56 to spray down the flashes. Wally though holding the angle nice. He gets one. Hina with the trade and Chopper as well. So 3v3, they get the trades that they needed. Make that 3v2 actually. And now the bomber's going to go down. And again, Howie and 3v2. Way of De La Salle, I should say. Numbers confuse me.
Oh, they've spotted out where Chopper's right now, and he's just not going to get away. Well, I have to think, right? What Riaz and how we just did there was a stroke of genius, because as soon as that Viper ult was utilized and then they get the early kill, it was just it. You cannot run away from that A. Slowly, your room and space is just gonna slowly run out, and then you have nothing else to work with, which means that they are gonna quickly claw back that round reasonably easy. So this is gonna make it into a 4-2. St. John's, they are able to rebuy and commit. Gugupu hasn't really thought about what kind of weapon or loadout he wants to go with, because time is starting to run out. Okay, I think he did buy one. Maybe not. Oh no, he did.
Oh no.
Oh.
Please tell me Oppo has a gun. Oh my. Well, he has one now. I'm because Hina's got. Well, no, that's towards A. So he only has a pistol. Kugu had 5k. What is going on there? So just miscommunication, I'm assuming. And Oppo has to go pushing on in with a classic, and oh dear, now things become really, really all over the place. They have Heaven control, but there's 3 players down here towards this B side. Labs with 1, Labs with 2.
One enemy.
Kugu will shut them down, but Howie with one of his own, and well, 4v1, and that just hurts. That really does hurt. Chopper Steve falling to Howie. And yeah, I don't know what happened there. There must have just been some miscommunication about who was supposed to buy who, but yeah, like...
Yeah.
Mazong, or it wasn't Mazong, sorry, yeah. Kugu, he's got 7k now. He had a 5k in that round. I'm not entirely sure what the... Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really been unfortunate side. I was just looking at the loadout. I was like, time is starting right now. You can't really buy after. So I guess his team is probably looking to him to bank the rest of the guns for this round. I mean, as a punishment. So this is a quasi buy. I mean, they barely get it in. And yeah, it just depends on how they're going to be able to utilize this round. They are going to have a little bit of surprise coming in, but yeah, De La Salle, it's not going to be doing bad. They still have to tackle Howie. Howie has so much things he can dish out to this one B main. So if they want to push him, they're going to have to invest everything in. And they're going to get dropped. Yeah.
Oh, this is turning into a disaster here for St. John's. Already a 2v5 situation. Bomb is down as well. And, well, Bingzu at half health. Flashes do come in. They won't get one, but yeah, it's just the trades back and forth. Howie gets 3 for the round. And yeah, it's just...
yeah, that was
really
rough.
Unfortunate. A 4v1 lead evaporates quickly, and now the economy is, well, it's a bit all over the place. They could look to fully invest if they want to go after Spectres, but you imagine there's just going to be pistols and a bit of armor. But yeah,
yeah, that's not
that
the
round.
situation
That round, we look back at it. That really might be what cost them. Oppo not having a gun. I mean,
yeah.
so at this in a semi-final at a time like that is just the worst timing.
Yep, and right now they're gonna have to deal with Mazong's operator. And this is gonna be the big Empress to fight off Hina. Hina is gonna get rid, so that's a nice pickup. At the same time, they are also going to invest into the Oppo Cypher ult here. They're gonna find out exactly where everyone is at, but you know what? They've only got one gun. Trapper Steve has picked up the gun from Rias at the same time, so they have to just trade body to body. At this second, they know they're not going to be able to make it out. They just want to trade this round and their body for this ultimate win. They don't want to give the lead back into De La Salle here. And so here we go. This is the retake possibly. And ooh, hang on a second. Hina is going to grab another kill, but Howie gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Oh my God, Howie. He is just doing work. Oh, well,
Howie's I don't think they've got time here. Oh, this is good. Oh, they don't have time. Mazong and Howie both go down as well.
Yep.
The pistols get the job done, and St. John's win a round they realistically should not have had any chance into, as Howie is asking for a pause. Apparently there was a DC of some kind, maybe. But yeah, no, it was really huge there from St. John's. As we do go into a pause, and yeah, I mean, it started off Hina, that Ray's ultimate, a really nice kill to start off the round on towards that A side, I believe. I think it was onto Riaz, and then yeah, from there they're just able to hold off. They lose the fights in the end, but because the defuse just had not come in at all, it was pretty much just a hold off, make them get into fights, just delay the inevitable, and they delay it so long they get the round win. As both teams just sort of waiting for things to get back underway. Labs has had a bit of connections issues so far, so they already were a bit gone in our previous map over on the side of Haven. If you were not here for that one, that was a 13-9 win on the side of De La Salle. And right now, St. John's up 5-4 here on Split, and they need to win this map to push us to a map number 3 in this series. So everything to play for as we look at the buys for this round as well. So Labs will be coming back, but it's going to be full buys across the board. Phantoms for the entirety of the St. John's boys. You don't see that every day. It's just, well, jumping up and down, just waiting. Must be on that really good NBN fiber, you know, or the really high quality internet.
FTTP, baby. Fiber to the premises. You
fiber
can
to the
have that.
premises. Doesn't actually mean anything. Would you like 60 ping, 2 megabyte per second upload speed for $100 a week? Oh, well, here you go.
Yeah. Can we please get the rest of our internet all upgraded to FTTP to the good stuff that I think Japan has now? 10 gigabyte up down. I mean, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous speed. Can
What
we
are they?
please
So
have
what
some?
are they? I remember what was the NBN first come out, and they were standing there. I think it was Mr. Abbott. He put his hand on Mr. Turnbull's shoulder. Said, this is the man, the internet man of Australia.
Oh god.
The NBN, he knows what he's doing, old Malcolm. I feel like Malcolm got kind of in a bit of trouble. I don't think it was entirely his fault, the whole thing, but I think Tony was like, "Nah, it's all him. He knows how the internet works. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
bloody fantastic thing. I'm able to look up all my Bible verses on the internet. It's crazy. I don't even need the book."
Oh jeez.
Well, both teams now coming out of this timeout. Labs is back in the game, and we're back for round number 10. St. John's regaining the lead, 5-4, and Howie popping the ultimate early. So Moon Control is immediately just given over towards the side of De La Salle here as Hina thinks about pushing through, but decides probably second guessing himself, goes, maybe I shouldn't push into the thing that decays all my health. There's Howie though. Well, he's pushing through anyway, and Hina actually gets the kill on a Howie. Howie was not ready for that at all. Some Mazong, and all of a sudden 4v3, and Bing Zhu getting the bomb down. Wally picks up Chopper Steve though, so 3v3 situation. Hina though coming in the back, picks up Riaz and gives St. John's the advantage once again. Labs does have a revive available. Unfortunately, not particularly near anyone. Yeah, they're thinking, yep, they want to go do it, possibly. Onto Howie, and they do. So if they're going to be pushing into this one, that, or they're looking to do the save, but I think they still want to try and get this bomb defused here. Wally with the blind, jumping on down. Headed towards the back, and Wally already get knocked up. Bing Zhu, Wally does do it, but he gets taken down. Cool Goo will pick up one with Wally with another. He's got 3 in the round. The defuse coming in, and Hina, the grenades. Is that going to do anything? I think it's going to be just short, but Hina gets one there. He's the half reload. Howie trying to hold it, but Hina goes huge with the 4K. And St. John's pick up round number 6. Woo! Hina pushing through the smoke, picks off Howie once. And then twice as well when he's trying to defuse the bomb. So, big round from Hina, big round from St. John's, 6-4. And yeah, well, I mean, it's still gun rounds. The economy is still kind of there for the De La Salle players. But Mazong, I'm assuming there might have been a gun drop somewhere. I'm assuming he's... Oh, don't tell me we've got another just pistol player.
Yeah, no.
Is it happening again? Please don't tell me it's happening again. Maybe it's a tactic. Maybe I'm missing something.
Oh, they're getting really aggressive here. St. John's, they're all being blinded. So Wally's going to pick that one. Meanwhile, they're going to pick up 2 more. Grace is going to get dropped. Spikes gets dropped. Hina picks up a massive triple. Oh, huge play.
Stop it, Hina.
Oh man, that was just disgusting. At the same time, Labs, it does know what's going on. Unfortunately, him and Howie is gonna have to take the long road and make their way down. And one has got to think, when you pick into this, it's just gonna be a pure divide once you start walking forward. Hina doesn't really want to go forward. Oppo has the Cypher cam, is gonna wait for it, it's gonna spot this out, and then they're gonna pop. Definitely.
And you've seen both as well. Oh, the rocket. Oh dear. Oh no, Labs, you're in trouble. You're in huge trouble. Hina with 4 Oppo finishes off the round. They had absolutely no right back into that. Wally with a huge blind to start as they were pushing down towards past a main in towards rafters. He gets 2. The third one, they were all blind. It was a perfect play. And then Hina said, you know what, let me just pick up 4 players. Why not? I just feel like it. And that's now up to 16 kills. Leads all comers on this map. And St. John's now 7 rounds. After being tied back up at 4-all, this is exactly what they want on this attacking side. And now, well, I mean, final round here for De La Salle. As Hina just goes running on through. They are so aggressive at the moment. And this A side, I mean, Howie's pretty much blocked out. So if they want to push in and try and get the bomb down, they should be able to. And there's no picks down here. It's most likely going to be a 5v5 retake.
Yeah, this is pretty much the A side being given away and looking to potentially, oh, Cuckoo Poo doesn't get the taps here. Mazong's going to finish off Chopper Steve. 5-3. Mazong has the pickup, can't just go for the dashing in, up drift and everything. But it's going to wait, and Wally picks up the double, and wow!
Solid retake there from De La Salle. That's Good response to finish off the half, 5-7. Hina was the last alive there, so it was a bit of an eyebrow thing. Oh, you know, maybe just a 5k, but this time
Switching sides.
none of that was going to happen. And a 2-round advantage they take into this second half on the defense. And well, if they can get the first 2 rounds like they have done, they've won every single pistol round so far, have the boys over on St. John's. And if they can continue that trend, 5-7 should become 5-9 pretty quickly. But it's about getting those early picks, the first bloods. It's going to be a bit of armor on towards Hina, but it's mostly just going to be utility invested on the side of St. John's. Meanwhile, that's a lot of well, I like to call the USP the ghosts, 3 ghosts. So Howie, Riaz, Amazon, all of that is they're sort of spread out here, so they haven't really picked a side that they want to just go completely for. But it looks like it'll mostly be through mid, possibly up to B here, as just an early aggression and starting to push in towards this heaven area.
Oh wow, nice things right there come from Labs. Takes Hina out instantly. That is a huge pickup. It also means that this mid is pretty much this. It depends on how they want to sell this fake, because they have already played Chopper Steve. It's time to re-rotate back into B. Now, obviously, without anything, they are going to sell it as a fake into this A. How is slowly making his way, blocking the sides if he needs to. Bingsu hasn't really spotted anything else yet. Kugupu also at the side. They're probably going to stare into this very, very soon. It's like 50 seconds. There's the blind coming in, and that should be more than enough to execute. Kugupu's going to
big blind for Kugupu. It is. It's massive. He gets 1. Can he get a second? He's out of bullets. He gets the second. Howie does get 1 as well. So 3v3. Kulgu's still stuck on the side. Can he pick up a 30? He does! Gets Howie down as well. Holding the A side to a T. The bomb getting planted. Wally will shut him down. 2v2. And Wally! That's absolutely massive. Trying to get the bomb down again. Can he get a 3rd? To finish this round off, it's an opportunity to do it. Can't quite finish it off now, but push in. Oppo trying to find it there. And Kulgu gave them an opportunity back into that one, but Wally shuts him down and shuts the rest down pretty much to get the first round underway. So their first pistol round win comes at a good time here for De La Salle, 6-7. And now they'll be the ones with the bye, and the Zong picking up a nice little scout, you know.
Yeah, he's got the marshal in hand.
I refuse to call him the other name. The CSGO terms are better. I'm sorry.
Well, look, you know, whether it's a scout or a marshal, at the second, he's on a jet with it. So he's looking for that big play into B to get that shutdown. They do realize there's a side from the other side. So it's a one-way duel. So if he doesn't pick up a judge in this early moment, he just thinks that doesn't want to go for a wall. He's going to take that first one away, Chopper Steve. Doesn't get anything. So it's going to stay on the 2A ultimate build. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, that was always going to be an interesting fight. Pistols against 2 Spectres waiting in the corner there, seeing what can be done. And oh, it's a nice little scope on the bow, you know. Just,
yeah, that
bit
was
of style.
Imagine it's just one of those shows where the curtain gets raised. It's like the curtain gets raised and the guns are there, and you're like, oh no. That's what's happened right there. And so we're potentially looking at a flawless onto this map. And yeah, it's just going to be Hina. Hina slowly making his way. Just have a classic. Doesn't have anything to pick up. Doesn't really have any abilities. We have 2 packs to use. But with a classic, you've got to be god moded to connect some spray shots into it. And yeah, pretty much just going to be... yeah. Pretty much that's it.
Satchel out. Satchel out.
Oh.
Here we go.
He's trying for the... Oh my god. If there was actually time, that would have been... I actually don't mind the play there from Heater, because that could have brought a couple back to actually check on the bomb and try and stop the defuse, but... I mean, in the end, I think the De La Salle guys realised, yeah, that's pretty much far gone. A nice attempt. I haven't seen many ninjas... on Valorant, well, because you've got that 10-second or 7-second or whatever stupid number it is for defuse time. It's just like, you can't quite be CSGO, can you? You've just got to have everything a little different.
Yes.
One this, one like that, you know. But yeah, solid round there from De La Salle. They convert that one, and now 7 apiece. Things for St. John's start to become a little harder as the pushing towards mid going on here. Hina. Standing next to that wall with Riaz, the boost up. It's the wall back. Hitting it to the bomb on Labs. I don't even know how that happened. How did the bomb? Did that go up above the wall? Or they jumped? I did not even see that.
I think it's just collateral.
Yeah. Well, you tag them, and the bomb is down actually towards mid as well. It's gone through. So 4v3, and now well, this bonus round here for De La Salle becomes very difficult indeed. Rez has only got 31 HP. I can hear them jumping around. Oh, this will better. Oh, Riaz actually grabs it. Bingzu there is there for the trade though. Still keeping that one done. Jumping up this Mazong. Tries for the nose scope again. Won't be able to pick it up this time. Wally landing on the opposite side. Gets one. Can't grab the second though. And St. John's respond with their first win of the second half. 8-7. And now it's the first real gun round. And Mazong's... Ooh. I saw an operator there for a second. I was interested. But it doesn't look like it's going to come out. Oh, I was going to say, especially on attack, you don't really see an operator pick too often. But it was a fleeting. It was there for a second. But it's gone now. It's just going to be guns across the... I keep seeing... Okay, Chopper didn't have a gun. Now he does. Ooh.
Hey,
looks like a little LMG there.
Yeah,
the big boy's out.
If he's able to pick it up, that'd be great. But at the second, they still have to contend with Howie, who just takes that mid by himself, making a lot of noise. And this is the execution into that A. Obviously, you don't have any stopping power on both sides, no operator in your hand, and Reyes is just relying on the Lear, both invested. Now, he does hear a teleport. Can't really confirm anything else. It means that this is going to be the retake potentially. But it depends on how much utilities they have left, because Howie is here. Howie can provide so much. And he's already got that person. Oh, nice dink! No finish though.
Big dink from Labs. Oppo though, there for the trade. And the killer, so 4v5. Now a chance to push in towards this site. Satchel, Tahina's thinking about possibly jumping in. Probably not what they're going to be doing. Bingzu. Look at Oppo with another one. Reyes though with the trade. So 3-3 situation. Howie's setting up so close. I don't know if they're going to be ready for that one at all. Oppo pushing. Wallsy can't get out of the chopper. Steve, the big boy, it's working. That's one kill. Can he get a couple more? The defuse coming in. Can't get the second. Coolgoo gets one, but the bomber needs to be defused. And Wally can just take as long as he wants. Gets the final kill. And 8 apiece. They take out the first gun round. Do dealers. Oh!
It was fine.
It was coming. It was almost there. He survives with the gun. So, still pretty big reinvestment here from De La Salle as the eco has to come through now for the side of St. John's. But 8 apiece. There is nothing between these two sides right now.
There.
You'd imagine De La Salle thinking they can probably get themselves a 9-8 advantage if they convert this one. They will be contending with at least 3 and a judge. All the judges there. The round's over. It's 1.
Yes,
Peter's got it.
Oh! There it is.
Oh, how mad is Howie right now?
Oh god. You know what? Oh, he's gonna get res up there, so they are gonna invest. Can't perceive though. He's gonna take Mazul now with a classic spray. Probably not long for this world right now. He is gonna try to back up and just say, okay, see you later. We didn't have that much fun with you.
Planted.
Oppo trying to get a sticky one in.
Oh, the classic.
Standing.
Oh, come on, get another classic. Come on, do a chopper. Nah. I want some classic bottom text in chat right now. That is some classic right-click bottom text.
Well, there you go. That was a 4K coming from Labs. Despite it was an eco round, it was pretty funny on both sides. St. John's did try to go for a little bit of a surprise play, try to do as much damage as they could, but that's not going to deter the credits. De La Salle absolutely gonna take control and take the lead. 9-8. They have 4 ultimates on board, having invested that Sage ultimately in order to save Howie, who still dropped at the end. It's probably feeling a little bit being dirtied in, and so this is gonna be very interesting.
Someone just really needs to go with Hina here. 19 kills. We're talking about Bingzu earlier. It was an 8 kills after 4 rounds. Now only on 11. Just needs a bit of help on towards these sides. Cool. The blind goes out. I think Spitter are pushing through the smoke though. The bomb bot. Oh, Hina's just run straight towards the side. They know though how. Picks that one up. Riaz in the corner. Also trays out. Kugu is not ready for them sitting there. Bingzu will get Riaz at least. And Chopper gets Labs. And now the Cypher upload coming in, so they're aware everyone is. Oppo gets Mazong as well. Howie now left on the side. The bomb still hasn't been planted, but the flash. Oh, just the timing. Just unfortunate, but he knows what he's behind. So he knows how he's on side, Bingzu, but 45 HP. The bomb is... Oh, he's been run away. It's gone. Off
Yeah.
towards B it goes, and now Bingzu, well, what does he do here? I mean, no money. He could see. This is the thing here. Does he go for the retake with only 45 HP, or do you just save the rifle at this point? I think he's probably thinking about it, but I mean, Howie's also got the ultimate as well. If they really just want to sell it completely, it's no utility, no armor,
That's
not a
pretty
hope
rough.
in the world. You'd imagine here for Bingzu. He's thinking about it, but he's gonna try. Pushing down towards the site now. They're both out the back here. Of course, the back B, and oh yeah, he's thinking the other direction. Although he isn't now, they line up, but unfortunately, just if that collateral headshots to win the round there, that would have been something. But yeah, so now it really becomes a problem, doesn't it?
Yeah. That would have gone straight to the highlight reels, and yeah, I would have been like, oh my god, that did not just happen. But you know what? You didn't. It didn't. So let's just not think about it for now and what could have potentially happened. But the rest of the scene probably went, wow, if only, right? At the same time with all of us. Economy is going to be broken on the side of St. John's, and they are just going to be coming in with a little bit of quasi, not even a quasi, probably just like a semi buy here. The commitment is not absolutely real. At the same time, they still have Rias and Howie on the side of DLSL with their ults ready to go. Anytime they want to make a play, they will. They're just making some noise. They say, come, we're here. We're all here. What are you doing?
Hey, it's a party back here, guys. Come join us. There's Hina watching this one with Cool Goop. That nade actually might land very nicely. It does disperse most of the DSL guys, but not really much they can do at this point. Cool Goop go down. Wally takes him 5v4, and oh well, you know, just shoot through the smoke as well. What can they do? Chopper though, the big gun. It's there. The big gun is only there and good for one, unfortunately, as Oppo now. The Ares, come on, get a spray down, son. He's got 19 bullets left in the chamber. He'll get one on. Lads is there. Yeah, you gotta. I love the thought there. I mean, maybe it'll work at some point when they're in that kind of situation, and they really need it to start working now. 6 rounds to 1 in this second half, and De La Salle are running away with this. They're 2 rounds away from winning this map and winning this series and going on to the grand finals here for the New South Wales region. And as I said, someone just needs to go with Hina here for St. John's. They're not doing badly on a lot of these gun rounds, but they're possibly relying on just too much on Hina to do something insane. They've picked up the operator now, so we could see even something even bigger. Riaz just chilling on the rope, so yeah, it was like you go do that. Up and down, up, there we go, up. Hina's just like, yep, that's. I don't know what's going back there, but you shouldn't be peeking into me with no flashes. And now, well, Riaz is just gonna, it's just gonna continue. This is what we're stuck with now.
Riz just does what he wants, right? I mean,
he's off. He's off. I needed to go for another couple of minutes there. This has just been the whole round. Him just going up and down the ropes.
St. John's, but they are gonna. Oh no! The Lear was no good, so he didn't get deterred. He's gonna continue to provide support. Meanwhile, though, Howie's here as well. Doesn't really give that heaven full denial, which means that Hina's just gonna be staring at a blind heaven. Meanwhile, Bingsu has to go for the retake. He's got flashpoint and he's ready. There is one. He does get last. At the same time, doesn't check the corners, and all of a sudden, everyone gets dropped. Oh man!
I blinked. What happened?
Player standing.
Oh, Chopper Steve though.
Oh no! Oh, Chopper! Oh, that's unfortunate. A good idea, in hindsight, to try and get that one off, almost as a bait. And I mean, 9 HP on them. They needed to try something, but now, well, 5 map and series points here. 2 judges are coming out. It is, well, it's all or nothing for St. John's. No more mistakes. They were looking so good here early on. They got out to a 7-4 lead. But since then, it has been all De La Salle, especially in this second half. And Wally, Howie, 23 and 22 respectively. Hina's on 20.
The hunt begins.
As the push goes in towards the side, they want to finish this now. Teleport from Wally also looking pop off. Going in towards the back of the site, Rares. Bing Zoo, though, the judge! That's what it's here for. 3 for Bing Zoo, but shut it down. And now 2v2, but Bing Zoo is giving them a chance in this round. And the Aries, no, can't get anything done. And Mazong finishes it off on the Cool Goo. The knives come out, they go into his head, and that is map and series done here on Split. Ladies and gentlemen, DLSL get the job done. 13-9 over on the Haven map, and then 13-8 here on Split. Just too good in the end. St. John's definitely giving some good stuff. I mean, there was definitely a lot of opportunities. They had Hina, a couple of really clutch rounds, but unfortunately not enough in the end. And I guess, you know what they say, teamwork makes the dream work. And in the... Yep, well, DLSL just had more of it.
Yeah, well, look, yeah, at this stage, if we're looking at all of the econs, all of the KDS, all of the providing cover, you know, who really shines, DLSL absolutely in front of it, but we have to give massive credits, obviously, to players like Hina, like Trooper Steve, who was able to provide the support. Bingsu did fall off at the end. Bingsu was providing a lot of cover utilities, however, the flashpoints on the bridge did not really go and provide as much as they could. I mean, at this stage, I think a Sky probably would have been a little bit better at the practice forte to provide that utility, because it felt like the momentum on the side of DLSL just could not be stopped once they were ready to play. And at the same time, Rias just, you know, gets shut down like 1 or 2 rounds at most, and then he was able to get away with everything else. And Howie blinding that Heaven and providing just cover for mid. Everywhere Howie went, it was just no go zone. You just don't approach the Viper's Pit. That's pretty much what Howie was just stating. Hina did challenge it a few times, but it was at a massive gamble to get the rest of his team, and he had to make a split decision saying, am I going to challenge Howie's Pit, or am I going to, like, you know, back up support for the rest of my team? Not a lot of operators in play because the economy wasn't as good. And so, yeah, it did come down to 13-9, 13-8 for the DLSL boys. So they are going to qualify for the grand finals on the New South Wales side, which is pretty exciting. And we do have the MVP as well, and the MVP absolutely goes to Howie. Like, gorgeous play for both Astra, gorgeous play, and also on the Viper. You know, that's just what he does. And, you know, from the Twitch chat as well, everybody loves Howie. If we're one of his 10 million, if you had 10 million fans, we're one of them, right? So you can count us in as well. We're definitely watching the chat. So yeah,
I feel like you're being a bit swayed by chat there.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, what do you reckon? What do you reckon? But look, I think personally, on a personal level, Howie on that Viper was probably one of the most disgusting, you know, utility. Like, it was disgusting to a beautiful point, because if you or Hina steering down with the operator from Heaven and you couldn't get that side in, and you couldn't push it unless you were brave enough to say, oh, you know what, I think is going to be a good timing to catch him off guard, then you were just not going to approach Howie. And Howie kept on providing great covers, great plays for the rest of the DLSL team, and I think that was pivotal for their side. At the same time, though, a lot of the other players did come very close, especially big carries like Hina, who I've casted a lot of games for and also seen from other tournaments. Hina, such a great player, such big contender for the rest of the series. And so we are going to say goodbye to St. John's Park High School, who went all the way 10 weeks, making it into the semi-finals. That is not easy, right? And also, you know, to make it out here, it means that you guys have a bright future ahead. And so to continue playing with Meta Valorant and obviously do a lot better. And Has, what do you reckon about my statements? Do you think it's true?
I'd have to say I agree with quite a few of those there. I think Hina needs to take the St. John's squad on a bit of a boot camp, because I think their back might be hurting just a tad from those 2 games. But yeah, no, there's plenty to work with for St. John's. I think that they've got some really good mechanics from both those maps. So there's just a few things they need to work on. I would say probably on the defense. They just really struggled to get a lot of those gun rounds across. And even when they were getting the first bloods, they just really couldn't push it through. And that just speaks to how well DLSL were playing as a team. I mean, you look across the board from those 2 maps. I mean, Riaz, Mazong had 23 and 20 respectively on the first map. Labs had the least amount. He still went 14 and 14. Second map there, I mean, Labs again, 11 and 16 was the lowest, but then you got Mazong on 14, 17 to Riaz and Howie and Wally. And it's just about, they've got those other players that are able to stand up and do what they need to do. It's not just reliant on the. So I think for St. John's, I mean, you look at Hina, 23 kills in the first map, 20 on the second, and 1 point was just flying at like 19-8. And Bing Zhu early on, we talked about like the 4 rounds in, he was sitting at eight kills, 1 death. But unfortunately from there, just sort of went a bit quiet. Ended up with 16 still, so definitely, there's definitely good stuff there from St. John's. But yeah, they need to work on sort of the defensive side of a lot of their maps. I think that their attacking strategies actually worked quite well in a lot of instances. They've got that down packed, but once they sort out some better defensive, I guess just ways to win those gun rounds, that they're going to definitely be there again, I would assume, next semester. But yeah, congratulations to DLSL. Just too good in the end, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they do in the grand finals, which, well, should be in a week or two. But yeah, it's
That's still to be debated upon, because right now New South Wales lockdown is pretty tight in this place, so you could just be online right there. So if that is the case, we will see what's going to happen, and we'll probably be right back with it. I do have to give another massive round of shout out to all the players who's currently competed in the Meta Valorant. If you haven't actually followed the Meta HSE Twitch.tv channel, make sure to follow it at twitch.tv/MetaHSE and MetaHSE2, as well as all of our social media, so you can keep up to date with the latest and the greatest from all of us. Obviously, you have League of Legends, you have Rocket League, and you also have Valorant with me, Has, Ati, and all of the other podcasters all around who's been providing great games. And guys, please give a massive shout out to Optus and Torrens University Australia for providing Meta Valorant with a sponsorship and obviously making this tournament happen. Big turnaround. Thank you all Twitch chat for being amazing. Lovely work to everyone around. Please stay safe. Me and Has, we are gonna tag out, but please check out my man Has Daddy Slim at Has Daddy Slim on his Twitter, and obviously his Twitch channel where he plays a lot of the games, and he is a beautiful soul when he plays a lot of games.
And also check out Mr. Emperor ZK on Twitch and Twitter as well. Does a lot of casting stuff over there. And also his Twitch gameplay. So, I mean, it's good stuff. It's always good fun to be over there. Also, big shout out to Corbell and Black Nico, who have done the... well, Corbell was doing all that lovely camera work today, so I hope you enjoyed that. Black Nico was also on the one hosting all of this, so he's done all the job from his computer. But don't worry, I know it was laggy for a bit. We are looking to buy him some more RAM, so definitely... Next time it's going to be fixed up completely. Don't worry, we've got that one covered, guys. It's all good. But yeah, big shout out. Also, thanks to Optus, Torrens University, Billy Blue College of Design. Without them, we wouldn't be able to do this either. So, big shout out to everyone. Unfortunately, we couldn't do the 2 matches today. The other match, of course, if you've just come in, was cancelled because one team decided not to show up for the semi-finals. So,
yeah, it's unfortunate disqualification.
get your priorities straight, fellas. Come on.
Yeah, it's lockdown. It's time to play games. You got no excuse. So, guys, that's going to be it for Has and myself, and we are going to log off for Meta HSE. Hope you enjoyed all of the action from today, and we will see you all very soon. Peace out. Stay safe.